of our discussion is fine tune between learning and research. So actually, the I am targeting the audience which are I am audible to all of you.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay. So I am targeting the audience which are actually pursuing the studies in undergraduate, postgraduate, or some are also from a PhD. They are in a first or second year maybe. So I hope all are life science related students. So I am giving some idea about how we can communicate or connect learning as well as research, and some career opportunities regarding to the research that I have know or I have gone through. So that may be helpful for your future if you are dealing or looking into the pursuing research studies, or somebody wants to become a scientist in the future, or they want to know some or want to explore some new things. So accordingly I will be giving the presentation today. So in a class, the all students have studied some different concepts regarding the either microbiology or biotechnology, like how the cells work, how their metabolism is going on, or how our body is looking responding for that particular things. So when we deal with the learning and research, both the things are not as that much different, but they are interconnected. We are science students, and specifically for a microbiology and biotechnology students, the research practical knowledge is much more important, along with the what basic things you know. For example, like you are studying the glycolysis theoretically or in a class, so you know the start substrate of the glycolysis and end product of the glycolysis. Everybody knows here, I hope, even though undergraduate students, because in a 12th also we study glycolysis also as well as Krebs cycle. But in undergraduate studies we and PG we study in more detail. Okay, so we know how the pathway goes, but when we try to link with our body, ki how now I have eaten something that is consisted with the or consisting of some glucose source, how our body will going to metabolize it. If it is a direct glucose, so it is easy to our body to directly enter into that particular glucose into glycolysis. But you are taking a diet or meal in the form of any other another complex sugar parts like a sucrose, lactose. So body has to first hydrolyze that particular complex sugar into more simpler form, that is glucose, then only it can enter into the glycolysis. So that end product will give some energy that will and transfer to cell through the blood lines, and we can perform our daily activities. So the learning approach is like that: you have learned the glycolysis in the class, but while doing a research related to glycolysis, you have to design the experiment related to the which cell you are targeting. So the learning and research are intrinsically linked. So you will always try to learn the things, like in a slide here you can see how the research goes on. The left hand side of the particular left hand side of the slide is giving an idea about ki how we can learn the things that will nurture our brain as well as mind. So now it's time to link that particular thing or knowledge into the research. So right hand side of the slide it will portray how the research goes on. Ki you have a knowledge, so you will apply that knowledge to analyze the things. You create a data. If you are failing to run that particular experiment, or not, you are not getting a expected result, you are again repeating that particular experiment, so you will get a data. So you will check the fact or truth behind that particular data, either your hypothesis will work or not, and then you will practicize it, optimize that particular experiment, and you will develop a new things, new process, or new technologies through the research. So research is a powerful tool to enhance your knowledge as well as learning acquisition, or your particular skills regarding to that particular uh, target or point you want to discuss or to gain a knowledge. For example, now you know the glycolysis you have learned through the theory. Now you have applied the glycolysis through the particular scientific experiments, like you have chosen one bacteria like E. coli, that is the most favorite and studied organism throughout the microbiology. So you will provide some glucose source to that particular bacterial cell, and you will analyze ki how that particular cell will respond to that external glucose source. They will grow. That means they will produce energy through the glycolysis. So you can analyze that particular data or process through the different experiments, like you will do growth curve studies, UV absorption reading you will take, or you can do some metabolism related studies. So you will generate the data, and maybe your hypothesis was in a two ways ki yes, E. coli cells utilize glucose source through the glycolysis. That will be your first hypothesis. Second will be maybe E. coli cells are not able to utilize a glucose. That will be your second hypothesis. So after the end of your experiment, you will check which hypothesis was correct. If E. coli cells are utilizing the glucose source, then your first hypothesis is correct. So second hypothesis you can reject, just simply you can reject it. So that will be enhance your knowledge that you have learned through the theoretical things. So research based learning is actually the most uh, curiosity things, or to enhance your scientific curiosity. Research is very much important for our microbiological and biotechnological students. Always remember, you can apply your basic theoretical things that are you are studying in the class to your daily life also. Like you are taking a tea or coffee at a morning, then you are doing a breakfast, so you can imagine ki what particular food is present in your plate, like either it is a glucose source, protein source, or any lipid source. So you can assume or imagine ki now I have eaten some glucose source. So what will be happen within our body? Now we all are eukaryotic. So glycolysis will happen, TCA will happen, ETC will generate uh, water, and that particular through the respiration our body will gain energy. So this particular learning and research approach will transform the learners to passive recipient of information to the active knowledge creators. So it is the most fascinating areas of the science, I can say, that is microbiology and biotechnology. Next slide you can go. So I hope all the students are okay with my speed and they are getting the things that I am telling. You can make your responses in the chat box. No problem. Okay. So can I go to the next slide? Hello. Okay. Good. So the research will enhance the learning in different ways, we can say here. Yes, I will share the PPT. No problem. I will share through the mail. Yeah, after the session, I will share the PPT. So research will enhance your deeper understanding about certain things. Ki initially you are just aware about ki glycolysis is one of the most important metabolic part of our body. But after running the experiment regarding to that particular glycolysis and critically analyzing your data, your understanding will be go in much and much more detail. So you will learn the again new unknown things regarding to the glycolysis also after running that particular experiment. It will enhances your critical thinking abilities in a such a way that you have run that particular experiment. Now you have a data, either you have got a positive results or a negative results. So if you are getting positive results, so yes, your hypothesis was correct. So you will go for your next experiment, just ki yes, glycolysis is happening. Now I will look for the another metabolic pathways or any other pathways that are existing in the E. coli that will utilize the glucose. Or if you are getting the negative result, you will think in that way कि something is wrong, either it is wrong in my experiment while running that particular things, So you will recall your steps as well as methodology. So if some mistakes will be there, you will correct it. So the analyzing your data, you will develop your critical thinking through the research, problem solving also. So all the time your experiment will be successful at one time. It is not necessary in the microbiology and biotechnology, because troubleshooting will be always there. Some research paper you refer to run particular experiment, so that particular research group is have run that particular experiment in their suitable environment. So that particular environment will be more or less same or different in your scenario. So some troubleshooting will always happen. So how will you overcome that particular troubleshoot? So you will some temperature fault are occurring, or pH or your media components are not efficiently working, so your laboratory conditions are not that particular optimum, so you will get some troubleshooting always there. So through optimizing your experiment or repeating your experiment multiple time, you can gradually uh, solve that particular problem regarding the troubleshooting of your experiment. Again, motivation and engagement. So research is actually the highly active motivatory study, you can say, or it will actually engage your brain in a that way. So you will get to learn more and more new things. So if from my own experience, when I do some experimental related thing or research, I always gives got some motivation in that particular thing, because I always like to teach the students to run particular experiment with them, which are either regarded to molecular biology, biochemistry, or any other thing. But when I am doing the particular experiment for my own PhD purpose, I always enjoy that particular experiment. Troubleshooting will be always there with me also. Anybody can face that particular problem. So don't get demotivated, because it may be the next step for your learning the new things, and it is a lifelong learning. So when you are running particular experiment multiple times, even you have stopped the research for some years, but in your brain it is fixed some research skill that cannot be eradicated. So that is the advantages of a research, ki it will ultimately enhances your learning. Okay. So it is a kind request from me ki all the students which are life science related, not just go through the theoretical knowledge, try to learn the things through the research and experimentation, imagination. Try to imagine the things in your own way. Ki, now in a class you are learning about mitochondrial power generation or photosynthesis. So how it will be happen in the real world? You are looking for some plant and going through the road, and you will see one plant. So you can just look at that plant and think ki, how the photosynthesis will occur. Now it is a daytime, so they are receiving the sunlight, so photosynthesis will be going on. So how it will be going on within that cell? So you can increase your imagination power, that will be ultimately develop your critical thinking. Okay. So next slide please. So when we try to link the research as well as learning, so here we can see the one image in the slide ki, research and learning are more or like a recipe, like a thing that we can try one recipe at our home if we get a mood to do some like a cakes or something. In a COVID time, people had made so many cakes as a part of their to just pass out the time, because all are we are stuck between one room. So research is more or like a recipe. Like you are trying some recipe, you are failing it, so you are repeating again and again, and at some point you are getting your successful recipe. So this particular approach, like linking a research with learning through some recipes, it will enhance, or it can be referred as a research based learning. So mostly in a microbiological and biotechnological studies, we our course is actually based on research based learning. So you will learn some things in theoretically in your classes, and same experiment you will run through the practical course. So after running that particular practical or experiment, you will get a better understanding of that particular theoretical things that you have learned during your lecture. For example, you have learned plasmid isolation through lecture ki how the plasmid looks. It is extra chromosomal material. It gives extra property to that particular bacterial cell. Now you want to try to isolate that particular plasmid from that particular bacteria. So you will run one particular experiment to extract the plasmid from that particular organism, and after extracting and confirming ki yes, you are getting the plasmid, that will enhances your learning things ki how you have gone through that particular experiment, which different chemicals you have used to extract that particular plasmid successfully, and now how you can use that plasmid for your future studies, ki either it is used as a vector or selection screening purpose you are using that particular plasmid, or just increasing the copies of your insert, like that. So it actually emphasizes the active student engagement in research processes. So our courses are research based learning rather than inquiry based learning. Inquiry based learning are somewhat the different thing, like a survey based things, but our courses are research based learning. Okay, next. So, research based learning, or how when we link the research with learning, there are some different courses or opportunities you can get. Now, most of the students are undergraduate. Here, you can see the different undergraduate research opportunities. Like in your last year of a BSc, you will may get your one course that is related with your dissertation, or you have to do projects on specific topic. So within that particular period, you will get to know an idea ki how the research goes. At smaller scale, you will get an experience, and when you will go for PhD, you will get a broader experience ki how you can design the experiment, you can run the experiment. So many universities offer the programs that will allow the undergraduate students to faculty research project. PG students also do the research projects. Okay, either they are doing in a group or they are doing in individually. Inquiry based learnings are like it is a two-way things or conversation. Some we are debating over some particular topic, or student asking questions, and they are making a conclusion basis of that particular answers of that specific question. Project based learning means same ki you have run some project like a dissertation project. So at the end of your project, you have some conclusions regarding with your particular experiment. Like I have earlier said ki you have developed a one hypothesis and you want to check either your hypothesis is right or wrong. That is a project based learning. Okay, so mostly you will deal with either undergraduate research opportunities or project based learning in your undergraduate postgraduate studies, or even if you are working as a junior research fellow on some projects also. Okay, next. So here uh, actually, the knowledge, learning, and teaching, these are how they are interconnectively linked. Though Hambledon idea of university, it says that ki knowledge construction takes place in a learning environment where research and inquiry inform teaching and vice versa. If you're feeling ki your teacher's lecture is, you are not getting the things properly, you are not understanding the things properly, you will feel bored that particular lecture. And if you are not getting that particular concept in your brain thoroughly, so it is failed to develop the practical or failed to develop a experimental thing regarding that. So you should develop an interest first, what you are learning, what topic you are learning, what course you are pursuing. Then only you can develop an interest to learn that particular thing through the experiment, and then only your knowledge base will be built. Then only you can explain that gained knowledge to another person in a more effective way. So it's like a teacher and student connection. So if the teacher is more efficient to explain the students a particular difficult topic in a much more simpler scientific terms, or through the real world example. So students will feel more and more connected with that particular topic, and it is easier to them to employ that particular basic things to your day-to-day knowledge as well as experimentation. So the teacher student connections are more important here, and they should work together so that they can focus on a new creation, new discovery, as well as construction of a new knowledge. Okay. Next. So this is the basic I have given about linking the learning as well as research. So I would like to give some idea about what particular opportunities in life sciences field are available, so you can opt for in your future. Is it okay to you if that particular opportunities I am sharing with you? You can tell me in the chat box. Yes. Yes, bioinformatics, there are multiple opportunities will be there. So I'm coming up to the bioinformatics at last. Yes, yes, I will tell about bioinformatics also. So we will go for these particular opportunities, then I will move forward toward the bioinformatics, no issue. So here, either the target audience is more about bioinformatics, the students are, you all are pursuing the degrees in bioinformatics. You can tell as a yes or no in chat box. Okay, okay. No issues. Okay. ठीक. So here you can see my slide ki there are multiple fields are there, uh, which are in which okay, some are zoo law from zoology, some are microbiology, some are bioinformatics. Okay, no issues. We can, all the fields are interconnected, so you can switch your research area in the future if you want to do in bioinformatics or molecular medicine. Yes. So first we will go through these particular things. So if you are dealing with or if you want to pursue your career in agriculture, so which specialization you can take to that particular agricultural studies, that is botany, zoology, microbiology, biotechnology, even bioinformatics students are also can go through agricultural field to pursue their higher studies. Okay, I am giving idea about institutes also in my next slide. So here it is overview. Botany, in case of botany, you can go for or opt for genetics, plant breeding, plant tissue culture, plant physiology also. For zoology, you can opt for animal tissue culture, veterinary science, entomology, molecular medicine also you can go through for zoology students. Microbiology you can go for. Microbiology will be again more general key. It will they can go for disease pathogenesis, plant pathology, molecular biology, molecular medicine, medical microbiology, or bioinformatics also. Biotechnology, again, wider scope you have. You can opt for plant biotechnology, animal biotechnology, and molecular biology. Even they can opt for bioinformatics also. Okay. Next slide, please. Okay, here there are top. I am giving some idea about research institute that are specifically residing in the Indian scenario. I am giving an idea about all the students. Agricultural institutes are there, CSR funded institutes are there, DBT funded institutes are there. So you can opt any institute. But when we deal with the agricultural related fields, more number of institutes are related with the agriculture. That is, there are 64 agricultural institutes in our India, where you can opt your research studies as well as PhD studies. Okay. So I have given a snapshot or screenshot for all these particular 64 institutes like Indian Institute of Pulse Research, Zone Research Institutes, even Avian Research Institutes, plantation crops, research institutes on buffaloes, goats. Actually, agricultural research institutes are designed in a such a way that when some particular areas of India are famous for some particular plantation or crops. Like when we go up to the south side, you will get more and more about rice and other particular things in a diet. So you will find that particular rice related research institute at east side of India, like in Odisha, as well as at a south side. When we look for a Maharashtra, here we mostly go for plantation dealing with the millets, as well as fruits, uh, as well as some other cotton related. So here in a Maharashtra, you will find the ICR related institute, like Millet Research Institute, Pomegranate Research Institute, Cotton Research Institute, CIRCOT, in a short form we can say, Grapes Research Institute, which is residing in Pune, Onion Garlic Research Institute, here again in a Pune, Flower Related Research Institute, that also here in a Pune. So the Indian uh, geographical distribution and their plantation specialization actually more foundation to particular agricultural research institute. Next slide. Yes, correct. In Hyderabad, there are so many research institutes. So these are the again overview of how many agricultural research institutes are present in India. Delhi, Ranchi, Calicut. Yes, NIAB also there. Next. So, so these are total 64 institute here you can see all over India where you can go to pursue your research or PhD studies. Next. So beside the Agricultural Research Institute, one institute, International Crop Research Institute for Semi-Arid Crops, again it is located in Hyderabad. They are particularly focusing the millets as well as the proteinaceous food that we can include in our diet to fight with the malnutrition. Mostly chickpea and groundnut, actually they are focusing on the studies. So if you are residing in Hyderabad, you can go for International Crop Research Institute. Again, the leading research institute which is related with the agriculture in India, it is Indian Agricultural Research Institute. So, if you want to pursue your research career in these agriculture related research institute, or in even CSR or DBT funded institute, the post you can opt for research assistant, project assistant, young professional. Young professional posts are actually mostly specified with the agricultural institutes only. CSR or DBT funded institute in which they can't offer young professional. Beside that, they offer the post like junior research fellow. You can go for senior research fellow as well as project scientist. For senior research fellow, you should have a 2-3 years of a research experience. Then only go for you. You can opt for SRF post. Firstly, you can join with the JRF post, research assistant or project assistant. Then you can be promoted to JRF, SRF. And if you have a PhD, you can opt for project scientist post regarding to that particular specific project that is funded by a particular agency. If you want to take any government post related with the research, there are some bodies present in India. They can offer a permanent positions. For example, I have given here Agricultural Scientist Recruitment Board, ASRB. It is one of the body in our India. They can offer for a scientist post as well as technical posts like a technical assistant, lab assistant, administrative professionals. We are microbiologists and biotechnologists or bioinformaticians actually. So we will not go for administrative post. We mostly go for technical assistant and scientist post. So you can go through ASRB different exams or Central Silk Board exams. And if you are selected through that particular exam, you can appointed as a scientist in that particular institute through the interview. It is a government scientist post, so it is a more beneficial maybe in your career. So you will get a persistent income as well as you will be the central government employee. It is a class 1 like post, you can say. If you have passed BSc, you can opt for technical assistant post in through ASRB board. Okay. uh, okay, I will go through the question after the end of my lecture. Okay, so okay, I will be answering your question one by one. Just give me some time to end this particular lecture. So doctoral studies, again, I hope you have some idea about this, but I will give some more deeper insight into that. So if you want to pursue the agricultural related PhD, you can opt for ICR, JRF or SRF exam, which will be conducted by Indian Agricultural Research Institute, Delhi, or you can get a fellowship from Central Agricultural Universities to pursue your doctoral studies. Okay, next slide. So Central Life Science Research Institute, now we have gone through agricultural related studies. So if you want to do studies in bioinformatics, microbiology and biotechnology besides agriculture, you can opt for CSIR, DBT funded institute, ICMR funded institute. If somebody was asking ki molecular medicine, you can opt for ICMR institutes. DST is another funding agencies. IISER is a new, but it is a more, again more efficient. Current institution was IISc, IIT and NID. They are also offering life science based project as well as doctoral studies. Here you can say CSIR is the biggest funding agency, which is encompassing about 39 research laboratories. There also you can go for some project related studies or research fellow like post. Okay, same will be go with the DBT, ICMR, DST. If you want to pursue the your PhD in any of these institute, you should have a national level fellowship, like you should have passed CSR, JRF, UGC, JRF, or any other national level exam like DST, Inspire. Okay, ICMR JRF is also eligible for all these particular institutes. For IITs, you particularly need GATE exam, and more probably the top rankers they will prefer. But if you are not a top ranker but you have qualified a GATE, you can join the IITs for particular project. Okay, next. So post, again they are offering research institute, project assistant, junior research fellow, senior research fellow. Okay. So their prerequisite for joining is MSc with NET or GET. Doctoral studies, you have to qualify the exam. I have earlier said ki CSR, UGC, NET, JRF, DBT, JRF, ICMR, JRF, or if you are a university topper, you can directly apply for a DST for Inspire fellowship. Government posts here they are offering probably technical assistant and scientist again. Okay, next. So other opportunities, these are actually the focused on the research related opportunities. If you have interest in a patent or intellectual property rights related things, you can opt for that particular post. Even some patent related institutes are also present in India, like in Pune itself, they have one solely dedicated institute for patent development as well as research. CSIR funded institute is URDIP institute. They can offer a temporary post like project assistant and project associate. UPSC is also offering some permanent posts related with the patent, like patent examiner. For especially women students or women candidate, DST is always focused on the women related opportunities to encourage the girls and women in the science. So if you want a patent related career, especially for girls, you can get Department of Science and Technology Wise Kiran scheme. They will conduct one CBT based exam. If you pass that particular exam, you will get a funded or stipend for your particular patent related internship. That will be totally funded by DST. So you can open your own firm in future. You can guide that particular persons regarding filing a patent, processing a patent, granting as well as publishing the patent. If you want to enter in a food security and safety, there are some government posts also, like food analyst, food quality control officer, manager, which are conducted by FSSAI or FCI. Mostly these exams are conducted by FSSAI or FCI. And especially for women, again girls, women scientist schemes are there. Women scientist schemes A, B, C to pursue the PhD or research in science, which are actually DST funded schemes. Wise Kiran scheme is again for the patent related studies if you want to pursue. So, other than research, if you want to focus on patent related career, food safety, food microbiology related career, you can go through these particular exams also. So, you will get a more and more area to explore rather than research. Okay, so this is up to my presentation. I will be going through the question one by one. Okay, I hope you have understood all the things that I have actually discussed here. You can comment in the you can type in the chat box. I will go the question one by one. Okay. Yes. Yes. Can I take a question?
Sure, ma'am. And also, I hope the participants are also able to access the mic as well,
Yeah.
so we can make it an interactive session.
Yeah. Yeah. No problem. Okay. So Polomi was asking about the bioinformatics actually. So nowadays I can say it is a era of bioinformatics and biostatistics only, because we have a more and more data that is generated to laboratories, but we don't have a person which can process that particular data. Like I have isolated my particular organism through natural sources. I have done the 16S sequencing. Now I want to do a more deeper study regarding that particular organism. So at that point, I have to opt for bioinformatics only. So I have to get a knowledge about different softwares. Like, to get a thorough knowledge of that particular organism, I have to do whole genome sequencing or metagenomics from the mixed natural sources. So here the bioinformatician is more important. So if you are pursuing a bioinformatics degree, so I can say this is your era, or the future is leading with the bioinformatics only. So you have a multiple opportunities in bioinformatics, data science, IT industry, I can say, medical coding, pharmacovigilance, clinical research. So you know how to handle the software, you know the algorithm behind that particular software, what command or program you have to develop regarding to run that particular experiment. So it is a more or less dry lab, but it is most fascinating if you are into the bioinformatics. So bioinformatics, as you are bioinformatician, you have a multiple opportunities in IT industry. You can opt that particular industries for your career as a future career, or you can go in the research regarding with the bioinformatics. Okay. So in a south section, I can say that you have a multiple opportunities for biotech as well as bioinformatics. Okay. So Tanisha Das was asking ki I am doing microbiology and want to continue bioinformatics. Yes, you can continue. Just you have to search or go for a certified well designed course for bioinformatics. Or if your university is flexible to give the PG course admission to bioinformatics, you can opt that. But I think it will be difficult because microbiology is actually wet lab studies, and bioinformatics is totally you have to get the algorithmic and software studies here. but you can opt if you have interest, or you can do your PhD in bioinformatics. That is also you can do. Okay. uh, Follow me is from zoology. Okay, that particular candidates are also out for a bioinformatics as a future career. Molecular medicine, for that you can go for pharmacovigilance, clinical research, medical coding like courses. So your interest will be fulfilled. Okay. Tanisha Das was asking how I can shift into bioinformatics since I am not much into wet labs. Okay. So you have to get some skills regarding with the bioinformatics, Tanisha. You are from yes, Tanisha. Your undergraduate studies subject. Can you tell me, please?
Hello, ma'am.
Hello.
Yes, ma'am. Can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, I am a master's student. I'm doing microbiology with
Okay,
a minor
okay,
degree
okay.
of bioinformatics.
Okay. So
Yeah.
you have in a last year of your MSc.
Yeah, I'm in my third semester.
Okay, you have to opt for some courses regarding with the bioinformatics that will helps to develop your basic knowledge behind bioinformatics, like how they deal with the different softwares. Like if you are gone through the Blast, Mega, or gene annotation like software, you know how to run that particular software uh, to get a better, deeper knowledge for the bioinformatics. You have to do some courses, certified courses, you can say, regarding with bioinformatics. So you will get a knowledge, and that will be the new skill to develop your future career, like to submit your, when you are sending the CVs, and you have gained one certified courses regarding with the bioinformatics, or you have gained that particular skill, ultimately you will get that particular job. No problem. I am also a one microbiology student, but for my PhD I have to do metagenomics as well as some bioinformatics studies also. So I am also learning some things through analyzing my data, how to analyze the metagenomic data, how to analyze that particular sequences through Blast, Mega, how we can do gene annotation. Okay, so better you can do some certified courses from reputed universities. Actually, that will be more beneficial to you. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah. I hope this particular things will be helpful for you. Okay. So next, do we have to fill any form to receive e-certificate? I think this particular question is not linked with me, Suhani. Okay. Yes, Mallikarjun was asking. It is very limited opportunities for life sciences. Actually, it is distribution specific opportunities, you can say. In academia, I can say it is a very limited opportunities. Research, you have to go beyond your topic of interest or uh, fields, like biotech related opportunities are more in the south as well as abroad as compared to microbiology. So you have to expand your area, then you will get more and more opportunities. Yes, life science students have to struggle more as compared to other, because we come here to fulfill our interest. So nowadays, regarding with biostat and bioinformatics, you will get more and more opportunities in life sciences as well as agriculture. Okay, so now you can expand your scope, so you will get better opportunities. Okay, so industrial job. Okay, so I have not that much experience about industry, but if you want to do your jobs or career in industry like a Cipla or Reddy's. For microbiology student, you can get positions like QC or executive like positions. And if you are completed your PhD and you don't want to continue in academia, you can opt for industry. Yes, they have better pay scale. Like you will maybe appointed as a R&D scientist or their R&D department. Okay, so multiple opportunities are also waiting in industrial jobs, they have specializations also. Ki some are related with the pharma, some are related with the uh, recombinant antibodies production, vaccines production. They have multiple plenty opportunities. O- okay, but there you are, you will also have opportunities to get a jobs. uh, After completing your MSc, your scope will be limited with the limited pay scale. I can say, like, if you have completed your MSc, and if you want to do um, job in a Cipla or pharma industries, you will be limited with the like QC officer or executive only. But you have completed your doctorate, your pay scale will be better in industry, and you have recruited to the R&D department. Okay, so Mallikarjun is pursuing the PhD in bioinformatics. Okay, in which year you are? Can you tell me, please?
Hi. Hi, ma'am.
Yes, in which year
Uh,
you are?
Second year, ma'am.
Okay, from which university you are pursuing your PhD?
Sri Venkateswara University, Tirupati.
Okay, okay, okay. So, that your work is only dry lab related, I think. Yes.
Yeah, dry lab only, ma'am.
Okay,
My
okay.
work is completely R programming and molecular docking and simulations.
Okay, okay. So I have done the R programming course for 3 days, but
Okay.
it is, I can say it. You have to take a more and more time to understand the software. Actually, you are doing PhD in bioinformatics, so you will be more beneficial with this software in future.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
So you have a multiple opportunities to pursue your career in industry, IT industry, I think.
Yes,
So
not
you
only
can,
IT industry, in research side also, so
yeah,
many
yeah, yes.
opportunities there.
Yeah, abroad you have a multiple opportunities. In your section, south section also, you will get a multiple opportunities.
Yes, yes,
Yes,
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
yes,
Exactly.
yes.
One
All
more,
the
one more
best.
submission, ma'am. And
Okay,
this month 29, 30, 31, we are conducting some bioinformatics tools workshop.
okay.
Actually, can you, yeah, I'm sharing that link also.
Yeah, no problem.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah,
This workshop is come beginners to advanced.
yeah, no problem. I will
Yes, ma'am.
also attend if I get a time, or I will recommend my students also, so that
Yes, ma'am.
they
Yes, ma'am.
will also
As well as
enhance their.
we are conducting docking also, docking and simulation also.
Okay. Yes, nice. Okay.
Okay. Thank you,
All the
ma'am.
best.
Thank
Yeah,
you. Thank
for
you.
your PhD. Yes. Okay. So, somebody was asking Rachna for patent. Uh, do we need a law degree? No, not necessary. You will not need a law degree. You have to just complete one course, or you can just apply for the posts that are related with the patent. You have some patent related activities, or your syllabus is included with the IPR or intellectual property, right, Rachna?
No, ma'am, but I'm thinking of making a career in the patent industry.
Yeah, you are in undergraduate studies or PGs?
I just finished my undergraduate in microbiology and biotechnology.
Okay, okay. So in biotechnology, I think you have gone through the intellectual property rights.
Yes, ma'am, but just the basics.
Okay, no issues. The institute in Pune, they can offer a job for fresher student. They have just passed the MSc in microbiology or biotechnology. They are okay with that. After joining that particular institute, will have some learning period where you can get to know the things which are related with the patent filing. So your daily targets are to file that particular patent or process that particular file. So you need not to get any law degree. Your degree is sufficient to do the work or to pursue your future career in patent. Okay, or you can opt for a DST Kiran Wise scheme for a patent related internship, which is government funded. Okay, so you have to give a
Okay.
computer based exam that is conducted once in a year. And if you are successful to qualify that particular exam, you can do your funded internship anywhere in India. Centers, they have the multiple center, mostly they conduct that particular course, stipend certified course in Pune. They have patent, a dedicated patent institute here as a part of National Chemical Laboratory. That particular institute is established. Okay, so no need to pursue the law degree, you can pursue your career. Okay.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Okay, so Nisha, thank, yes, all the best. Nisha is asking, hello girls, bachelors. Okay, okay. So Nisha is requesting you to join her WhatsApp group. So any questions you can ask? If anybody has some question, uh, if you want to connect with me, you can connect through my particular mail ID. I can provide here. Okay, in the future, if you are interested to connect. Okay, if no questions are there, can I conclude the session?
Sure, ma'am. Also, if they
Okay.
have any doubts, they can send it to the Biopractify team and then we'll connect them to you later on.
Yeah,
Will that
no
be
problem.
fine, ma'am?
Yeah, no problem. Okay, so
And
thank you
also,
all. Yeah,
yeah, sorry, ma'am.
tell me. Yeah, tell me, please.
No, ma'am, just I was letting the participants know that I have shared the feedback form in the chat box.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. So all these students are different universities and institutions? They are?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. It was a nice opportunity to connect with all of you, because I am also a teacher. I discuss or communicate with my students daily. So it was very nice. I have got opportunity to connect all of you young minds. Wish you all the best for your future as well as for your pursuing which degree you are getting. Okay. I think my video is not working. So thank you all of you. Okay.
Thank you so much, ma'am. And I would like to extend a sincere appreciation to you for your such an insightful and engaging presentation. And thank you for sharing your knowledge and inspiring us today, ma'am. Thank you
Yeah.
so much.
Can you just forward that particular presentation to the students? Yeah, I have to forward it.
Sure, ma'am, I'll share it.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.